everyone. Welcome to the July 5th, 2022 hybrid meeting of the Incorporated Village of Southampton Planning Board. Can I get a motion to open the meeting?
I'll make a motion to open the meeting.
I'll second it.
Great, thank you. So,
Any-
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
aye.
none opposed.
Just keep in mind, everybody on Zoom has to hear you, so you might not want to whisper and just project.
Aye.
What did you say? Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you need a second to settle in?
No, I'm saying.
You're good?
No,
Okay.
I've been reading all the stuff.
You've been reading all the stuff?
Comes right after the 4th.
Okay, great. So the first thing on our agenda is 71 Hill Street LLC, and I noticed that the applicant is here. So, the application is substantially complete, and the public hearing is still open.
Right.
Should we ask if there's anybody in the public first, or?
Of course.
Is that, because I think there's one person in the audience.
No, that's all us.
Yeah, and
It is.
I don't think anyone's on Zoom
And
either.
Michael Thomas is the only person in the Zoom room.
Oh,
Okay.
Do we want to ask
Just
Michael?
ask Michael Thomas, if you want to speak on this matter, please raise your hand. If not, we're going to move on to their testimony. Okay.
Aye.
Didn't raise his
Aye,
hand.
thank you.
Sorry about that. Antoinette?
I'm Linda Riley, 235 Hampton Road in Southampton, attorney for the applicant. Last week, we submitted some revised plans, most of them technical pages having to do with sewers and grading and drainage and mostly that stuff, stuff that came up out of Nelson Pope and Voorhees memos and discussions. I understand from Kathy that we did get one memo back today from the fire marshal,
Yep.
which you have in your, which we're busy analyzing that and putting together the regs and drawing diagrams for turning radiuses so that we can, but we're not quite ready to turn anything in yet. We're still pulling it together, and of course, we want to talk to the fire marshal.
Okay.
And I know that Kathy is still waiting for at least one other thing, and I think she's going to do a report at some point, but I don't want to speak for her. So really, I don't want to take up a lot of time today unless you all have specific questions about stuff that has been turned in since the last meeting, or otherwise.
I was a little bit curious about the fire marshal's report. I found it
Mhm.
difficult to read some of the handwritten things, so I
Yeah.
definitely need time to see that bigger and whatever. Do you know
Okay.
offhand if
Yeah.
he was suggesting cutting down trees?
He wasn't suggesting cutting down trees, really, when you look at it. He was suggesting there's one tree on Viridian Way that is close to the entrance, let's call it that way, the near end of the back parking lot. And it looks like on that one, which was a proposed tree, it's not an existing
Okay.
tree, it looked like he was saying it either has to be cut back a lot, or possibly eliminated, depending on whether or not cutting it back that much will damage it.
Because when they turn the truck in, it would cross over where it's planted probably, right? I haven't had a chance to look at it
Yeah.
either, but,
Right.
It's, I'm not sure that it means eliminating any trees.
okay,
That's part of what we're still looking at.
okay.
And, but I did understand what he said in the handwriting, but then I also blew it all up. I forgot the magnifier to go, so.
Chairman, I am fascinated because I'm just guessing there's a greater than 1% chance that if Viridian Way was not a public street, the solution for these two buildings, proper fire
I'm
solution,
I'm sorry.
if it
She
was,
my-
if
Katie got
Viridian
up.
Way was not as it is now, fully a public dead-end street, that the regulations and everything that the fire marshal properly works on, we've dealt with him many times, he's a conscientious, thorough, really thorough guy. I admire his thoroughness, might be different. That's my only question. And if in fact protecting those buildings well, and there was a different fundamental use of this dead-end street, I trust that the authorities behind this will at least call it to the attention of the village trustees who have enabled all of this originally, which is what we're following up on. So it's
I
just
understand.
an
Thank you.
observation.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
comment. I understand.
Anybody else? So I think one of the things we're waiting for is Gary Gillespie from Highway Department.
Yeah, you are waiting for Gary
Yep.
from Highway, yeah.
Yep.
So,
I can give him a little nudge tomorrow.
that would be great.
Actually, we got something by email actually from Gary. It was very informal, but saying that he is fine with the plans.
He's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of
But he
commentary
hasn't-
I like.
He hasn't commented on the fire marshal's comments, but he
Yeah.
wouldn't. He's interested in the drainage and making sure that there's proper stormwater collection. So he's good with it.
Does that have to be formalized in any way?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
If he had comments to, that he wanted to put into writing that needed to be addressed, then yes, I would expect he would write a letter.
Good. That's great. We're getting close.
So, yeah, we're getting close. I just need to do a little hobnobbing with the fire marshal.
Okay. Sounds good. So, and as far as public hearing goes, do we leave that open still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else, Kathy?
I don't know if there's any reason why the applicant can't go to the ARB at this point. I mean, I understand maybe not going to zoning board until it's absolutely certain what the relief would be required. But ARB, it seems the design is very far along.
Okay, we're happy to put in an application to ARB. I sort of had ZBA lined up as next in the, I've been working a long time on the ZBA application. It's really ready to go except for the survey, which had to be tweaked because of some things that have just, been coming up. But we can go to ARB. Yeah, sure. We'd like to keep it moving.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I think it's a good idea.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, the next thing in our,
Do we want to just confirm that there's no one on Zoom that wants to be heard on this matter?
That same person is still.
I have nobody on the Zoom with their hand up.
Okay, thank you.
great.
Okay.
So the next meeting is the 18th, I think.
Yes.
Exactly.
July 18th.
Yep.
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 So the next thing on our agenda is Heart of the Hamptons. The public hearing is being. Thank you. Have a good night. Has been rescheduled for July 18th.
The applicant requested an adjournment.
Adjournment, so we have to vote on that.
Let's vote on
right?
that.
Okay. So I'd like to move that the public hearing for Heart of the Hamptons 44.
Well, it's not a public hearing just yet. It's just kind of up there on the agenda. So I would just say, let's just adjourn that matter until July 18th.
The entire matter.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
mutually accept the request that it be adjourned to the 18th.
Why don't you take over?
So moved.
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, work session agendas. So 550, 554 Hill Street is adjourned to July 18th as well. Nothing to vote on there. We've already done that, right?
At least I think it was, I saw on one paper that said it was.
I'm not sure
adjourning it
Kathy
to the
can hear you.
I think,
No, that you've already voted on that.
We did. Okay.
I thought it was one piece, if they wanted to adjourn to the first meeting in August. I may be wrong. Just bookkeeping, they were gonna adjourn longer.
I just remember when John was here, that he wanted to do just 2 weeks, and we said, let's do the July 18th meeting. That's the last thing I remember.
Okay.
But you think something has come in since then?
I just, when I go through all the papers, they're stuck with that one moved
Okay.
out to, but so you gotta check with the building department.
Okay. Oh, it's here.
On our
No,
last
no,
meeting,
it
it said adjourn till July 18th, and I don't have any notations of it being different.
Yeah, no, I did too, but I
Yeah.
just saw something.
Yeah.
Some piece of paper came from one of them. Okay.
All right, that file is not down here, but we'll
No.
figure that out. And then the next thing is 689 Halsey Neck Lane. I'm sorry,
99 Sanford.
99 Sanford.
in Sanford.
We have a resolution prepared, ready to vote on, right?
That's correct. You should have a printed one in front of you.
I do.
Good.
I actually printed it and brought it with me. So I just think we should restate for the public record that this is, we're all, the only thing that we're approving here tonight is the subdivision of the property,
That's exactly right.
nothing else. Yeah, it's ready to go. So, is the rest of the board ready to bring this matter to vote? Because I am. Okay. All righty. So I'm not sure how to word it.
So you want to make a motion to adopt the resolution approving the site plan?
Okay.
I'm sorry, the subdivision?
Subdivision.
Approving the subdivision, and the only remaining details were ones that Kathy had emailed us about,
Yep.
having to do with the fire department and whether it is a joint or a several access on the road for the two properties.
Okay.
They just have to work it out, but I would.
But that wording is all in here,
I
so.
would move that we approve the resolution, and I intend to vote aye on it.
Okay. I'll second it. And do we have to do a formal roll call for this?
That would be great.
Okay. Antoinette, you're on.
Ms. Colwell, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Claire, how do you vote?
Aye.
Chair, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. McFarland, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Bernstein, how do you vote?
Aye.
Okay, great.
And so mark it, and I'll stick it back in the file.
Thank you.
I'll put it back in the file.
Thank you. So I don't need that anymore. All right, now that brings us up to 689 Halsey Neck Lane. Public hearing is closed pending a decision. So you need a little more time to get that paperwork together?
Yes, Kathy and I spoke today. We think we'll have a resolution that'll go out this week for the board to review, so it can be adopted on the 18th, and the applicant's counsel is aware.
Great. All right, the last thing on our agenda is site plan review for Town of Southampton, 51 Pond Lane, but the applicant has requested an adjournment to August 1st.
I'll move that we accept an adjournment on this application to August 1st.
Is that one of our meeting dates? I just want to double
Yeah,
check.
it's
It is?
First Monday.
Okay,
Yes.
all righty, I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Approved. Great.
Do we have any minutes?
It's not on here, but the June 6th minutes are ready for approval. And I'd like to move that we approve those minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, that's it.
No, we have material here for 210 Hampton Road. I assume this is just catching up to what we did at the last meeting when
Yes.
Yeah.
And I,
Walensky came, and this has to do with the basement and the work to rebuild the,
Yeah, we adopted a resolution of approval at the last meeting.
yeah.
I just signed it.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
This is the son of Balzerini coming back.
Yay.
Okay.
We need it. So I think that's all of our business for tonight. Is there anything that the rest of the board wants to discuss or review?
I think we're good.
We're good?
We got the stuff.
You sure?
18th, Monday the 18th, I'll see you.
All right, sounds good. I'd like to move that we close the meeting.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.